Kids are always gonna be a part of music, whether you like it or not. And like everything else, there's pros and there's cons. Way before a Lil RT, when I was growing up, there was the Bow Wows, the Lil Romeos, the Aaron Carters, and I'm sure there was criticism. Of course, back then, social media wasn't what it is today. Was there even social media at all? And of course, some people like myself are sometimes accused of helping hurt the culture because I interview some of these kids. And I'll be the first to say, I'm gonna continue to interview these kids.
Pass me that.
One of the biggest problems that we all see and we all know when it comes to kids and music is how they get taken advantage of. I mean, they're kids at the end of the day, so there's somebody looking after them. Recently, we seen it with Lil RT. He had a falling out with his manager and his mom's had a disagreement. And there's a lot of stories covering it, but what we all forgot, or what most people didn't pay attention to, was this is a kid. He's not even 12 years old yet. Could you imagine being a baby rapper and it's up to you to feed your whole family? You hear that? Somebody's hungry. I'll be back. Stay still. Stop moving. Take this bottle. Oh, these little ones be putting up a fight, don't they? Oh. But yeah, unfortunately, it leaves a lot of room for kids to get taken advantage of. And that's something that we can't really do anything about, if we're being honest. It's hard sometimes to think of the reality of the situation. You know these kids aren't gonna have a regular life, and it might lead to problems down in the future. We just don't know what kind of problem. Not saying it always happens, but these child stars, I mean, so right now, while it might look cute and funny and some things disgusting, whatever, it feels like some people forget these are just kids. It's not really their fault. Another reality is, outside of social media for these kids, there's no real market. Unless you're the Justin Bieber, or I guess what I mean is there's no real market when it comes to hip hop. When you see a flyer for a Lil RT saying he has a show at a club, what's the first thing you're thinking? I'm like, who the hell gonna show up for that? Who gonna show up? And crazy enough, there actually is gonna be some people to show up, but not for the reasons of the music. Have you ever actually tried to listen to kids' music? You don't understand half of what they're saying. And the other half, although most adults lie in their music, I mean, you know all these are lies. The kid's like 6.5 and he talking about whipping. How? How, bruh? But there is a positive. Everybody listen to music, kids included. It does keep the listeners young and the music going on for longer and longer, promising that generations from now, music will still be around. I know I didn't do a great job of covering all the good, and that's because honestly, I'm someone who thinks there's more bad than good because the intention behind it all, but that's just me. Anyway, if you agree with anything or if you disagree with anything, make sure you subscribe.